We're going to be chatting with Kevin from Whatnot. He's the top dog at Whatnot for coins. All right, so this is what you would see in the Whatnot app itself on your cell phone, and this is essentially where that magic happens. We're usually back here in the back of the store, so come on in, say hi. Subscriber codes, pop it up there. We love to see you guys on there, just to see you guys in the chat, have conversations with you, and you to be part of our world and learn about coins and silver and gold, etc. So if you guys have anything that you want, or if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll link all of our stuff in the description down below. We're going to be chatting with Kevin from Whatnot. He's the top dog at Whatnot for coins. He gave us a great opportunity to have an interview with him and kind of discuss the working operations of what Whatnot is. If you guys want to sell on there, if you guys want to buy on there, all of those things across the board. They're always looking for new streamers. They're always looking for new people to join their team as well. We also, side note, are looking for a online salesperson. If somebody is in the Portland metro area and is looking for a fun experience in the coin industry, this is your opportunity. We stream 6 days a week. We're kind of flexible with time frames right now. Requirements are going to be you're energetic, you like to have fun, and that you like precious metals, gold and silver. Number one criteria is that you like to have fun, because we like to have fun here. If you guys have any questions, feel free, give us a call, 503-855-5255. Let's get ready. Let's get into the video. Let's get into the interview, and hope you guys enjoy it, and we will catch you on the flip of it.
So I'm Kevin. I manage the coins category on Whatnot. Helped launch it back in winter of last year, and have kind of just been with it since, helping it grow and get to the stage it is today.
So let's dive down into that. If somebody wanted to do what we do, right? What would be the process of going about becoming an online streamer to sell a product? And in this case, let's say coins, right? How do you get into it? What's the start? I know when we first got started, it was there was like an interview process and all this kind of stuff, but I think you guys have moved on from that part of it because you guys are growing and developing and jumping in so big. So it's your turn. So what's the process now?
We still vet our sellers. It is streamlined more from back in the day, but essentially what you have to do is you could just sign up for an account on the website or through the app, and then there will be a tab where it will basically say if you're interested in selling, you just hit there, it'll go through the application process, and then there's just a couple steps. Like the main thing I would say is like putting in your inventory. I think that's the main thing. Like we want to make sure that one, like you actually have the right stuff to sell, and then also if you have an experience selling, that helps as well. So if you have links to like an eBay store, a Poshmark store, a Mercari store, or even like a YouTube channel, TikTok channel, like a lot of people are selling that way too, that helps as well. We have a team that kind of vets all that information, and then you will go through an onboarding process with us. It will be with someone live from the team. And then it'll just be a 45-minute presentation in terms of what you need to do as a seller, what the requirements are, what guidelines you have to follow, and then we'll ask you a couple questions after that just to make sure that you intake all that information, and then you're all set to go from there.
If anybody that's watching this video isn't able to figure that out, feel free to reach out to us as well. We're more than happy to get you connected with the Whatnot team, and also just, walk you through the process. I know a lot of people think of, why would you want to help other people jump on? It would be competition, but as the category grows and more people jump on, the more people are going to be there to buy as well. So if we're looking at it from a whole community aspect, let's more the merrier. Let's go. Let's have some fun.
Especially like as a platform too, is like you want to build that community, you want to build that ecosystem, kind of like the shopping mall effect, right? Like why do people go to malls or like an assortment of stores? Like it's because there's just more options. The more options there are, more people are coming. And it's kind of up to you as the seller, kind of like as you've done, to make a name for yourself, build out your brand, and then be able to attract the most people.
Let's jump off of the seller's topic into like a buyer's topic. So if you're brand new and you're just seeing this video and you want to buy anything from, electronics to coins to jewelry, whatever you want, it seems to be all on Whatnot at the moment. Even like storage units you can buy nowadays. It seems like that category is jumping off.
Yeah.
So if we are going into it, it's what the easiest way would be an application, right? Download it out of the App Store, whatnot app. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like basically, if you're in the business of collecting, well, collectibles, our biggest category is like sports cards. Coins is definitely up there now. Like trading cards, like Pokemon is huge. Fashion is another big thing. If you're a sneakerhead, like we have a whole thing there. Easiest is definitely to use the phone app. Just because like the way I see it is like, you ever have some downtime and you just want to just like tune into a show for fun, support the people that you know, mess with your community, or make the purchases. It's super easy. You just log in through your phone. You can also use the web browser. That's another great option too. It gives you a bigger screen, kind of like, just more production there.
Yeah.
And it's super easy to sign up. We have single sign-on where you can just do it through if you have like a connected Google account or a Facebook account, you can just log in straight there, or you just set up a password, like an email and password. And then go from there as well. If you do want to make purchases, we do require that you put in payment information beforehand to like participate in any micro auctions or bidding. But that's kind of, as a fraud protection matter, we obviously want to protect our sellers too, to make sure they're not wasting their time.
Absolutely. I know the other option of people watching us is through web portals. So that's whatnot.com. And then same sign-in process. I know that there aren't as many features that like the app has, so it's a little more cut and dry, kind of buy what you see, but you're not going to be swiping through different streams and that kind of stuff. But it's also another way if, let's say, somebody doesn't want to download an app, you can also go on the web and jump into it that way, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're always making improvements to both. So there are certain things available on the app that aren't available on web, just given the way the interfaces are set up.
Just touching on the buying portion of it. So if you are a new buyer to this, I know how we do it, but so after you buy an item, it's charged immediately. And then after the auction itself has ended, at least with us, we immediately start shipping. And then either the same day or next day, we drop it off at USPS and it's off to its new home. So we try to make that as fast as possible. Give me like a little bit of information in terms of what's the longest somebody could expect, because at least in my experience when I've been a buyer on there, because we're buying from other people in the community, it seems within a week I have my stuff, which is great, because sometimes you buy things on eBay and it shows up in 2 weeks, whatever it is. But it seems like you guys have really streamlined the process of making sure the items are getting out.
All sellers do have to adhere to a 2 business day shipping window, so they have to ship everything within 2 business days.
Killer. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, and they don't adhere to that. Like, we have like a trust and safety team in place, and also like triggers on our side to see that who's not performing to that standard, and then they have to go through like a whole I guess like our trust and safety team mainly manages it, but they do get warnings. They are enforced upon, and actions do get taken.
I've never had a problem with it in terms of buying. Everything's gotten here, and if there's going to be a delay or something, it's always been communicated, which is nice as well, but typically that's a delay on like USPS, which is nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I mean, and also like there are delays sometimes. Like what buyers can do is they can always reach out to our support channels, and then we will try to contact the seller. They also have the capability to contact the seller directly through our in-app messaging, and then try to get it sorted out. Like, I think the good thing about Whatnot too is like we do facilitate the transaction as a platform. We offer both buyers and sellers that protection of a platform, but we also build up that community where as a seller and a buyer, you can still have that personal relationship. For the most part, like I said, we will enforce all the shipping. Like sometimes things happen. Like you've developed rapport with some of your buyers and people that you also buy from.
Yeah.
And there's like understanding on that side as well. But yeah, we do have, I don't want to say guardrails, but like measures in place to make sure that we're creating
I've always found your guys' support also very helpful. Typically on a seller's perspective, they're same day typically, and it can be super late at night and they're still responding to it. And then on the buyer's side, I know that I haven't had anything go longer than 24 hours if there's something that I need to contact them about. So support's huge and it works well.
Yep, that's what we strive for.
Another thing I just wanted to touch on, again, videos for everybody from sellers to buyers to new people, obviously trying to show new people where to shop and also people that might want to sell. The other thing that I wanted to put out there is I know most people think of like an app and or other platforms that are like this, and typically you go on there and you see, you know, $1 to $100 items, and that's not the case with you. It seems like there is a wide variety from anything as low as $1 to as high as I think our highest shipment's been close to 25 grand for one purchase. So it also makes it nice so that serious large buyers can also come into the marketplace and not have to worry about, hey, I don't need to go directly to a store or shop online. I can just jump in the app. I know the people that I trust, obviously, and then go from there. And, you know, most of the big sellers and even some of the smaller ones can get you the best deal and best bang. But, you know, starting at $1, going up to, you know, $100 is probably average. And then those big ticket items are also available. So don't want to scare anybody away by just saying, yeah, it's just a bunch of junk. It's there's a lot of good products on there, a lot of bullion, a lot of things that people want.
Yeah, I mean, I think what else is good about it is like, especially within the coin community, like you gotta like, I think like, you know, when people think about the coin community itself, like they think about like people that are going to the coin shows, like these super rare, like high-end coins, or just like stacking like pure precious metals. But like from the seller perspective, it helps you touch on like a whole community that you typically wouldn't see.
Right.
It's like the everyday collector that's at home, maybe is out of reach from a local coin shop as well. And then, but it also brings, you know, like people that do have deep pockets that are willing to spend or are looking for like rare pieces. And like from the buyer perspective, right? Like, you know, if you are someone that is out of reach from a coin shop, don't have the money or like the time to go to a coin show or like a big national coin show and see what they have, like Whatnot kind of like basically shows that same experience.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of different sellers, dealers on there, a bunch of different product that you can just sift through. We're also like building out different features to make it such that it is like a one-stop shop. So like basically we have the live format that is kind of our bread and butter, but we're also building out like a marketplace, which is more of like a kind of like a list and post place where there's static listings. So if someone isn't online, but you can see their store and just pick up items that way. You can buy things in bulk. You can buy single items. You can buy rare coins. You can buy, you know, honestly, sometimes you can just buy like, you know, error pocket change and stuff like that. So it runs the whole spectrum.
I think one of the last things I want to touch on is also the community-based. You know, a lot of times you get into apps and it's more or less you just get force-fed whatever anybody wants to see. If most of the time you see the chats that, you know, you're the community-based people are in there, and there are strong leaders in that category that are actually saying, hey, you know, they're guiding people. So if this is a first-time purchase of, you know, a precious metal or a first-time purchase of a rare error coin, whatever it might be, there's people in those chats that kind of moderate the legitimacy of a coin. So in the past, you can find platforms where people are just, you know, selling ripoffs, right? But
yeah,
people sitting there and moderating it, it pretty much eliminates the fact that you can scam or rip somebody off with an item, because everybody in the chat will light them up for it.
Community is definitely a big aspect there. It's also like education too.
Yeah.
Right. Like you want to learn about what you're buying. You know, a lot of the sellers or just like people in the chat will tell you or give you the right resources, and it also helps build up your knowledge. Like we find a lot of newer collectors on the platform as well. And, you know, like coin collecting, it's kind of an intimidating hobby, honestly. So it helps them break the ice.
Absolutely. All right, buddy. Well, you have a wonderful week, and I will catch you on the flip. All right, you guys stay tuned through the whole video. So here we are. You want an opportunity to get something for free. I love that. That's what it's all about. Whatnot giveaways. Let's talk about Whatnot giveaways. Whatnot giveaways are the coolest thing that are available out there. It's free to enter. All you have to do is follow us, and you have an opportunity to win one of our giveaways. Over the last month and a half, we've given away a few ounces of gold. We've given away a few 100-ounce bars. And so when we're having one of our crazy shows where we're doing a giveaway show, the opportunity to actually win something is great, because we go through 30 to 40 giveaways per time we do that. If you guys want an opportunity to win an ounce of gold It's going to be at 30,000 followers. We're at, I think, 22 to 23,000 right now, rapidly growing. But if you guys haven't gotten on Whatnot and haven't jumped on the app, use our code down below for a free 15 bucks. And also get ready for the giveaway, because at 30,000, we're giving away some gold. Random little side note intro to what we're doing next week. We're going to be at Long Beach Coin Show. If any of you guys want to stop by, say hi. We're going to be walking through the show, probably with a big camera, interviewing people, interviewing different mints, other opportunities. Want to make sure that we get the best content for you, but would also like to include you guys in the content if you want. And also we want to be able to meet you guys. We get lots of comments every single day, and we don't ever get the opportunity to meet you in person. So I think it's going to be a cool time for all of us to get together, have a meetup, and have some fun with Bullion Daddy. That's the idea. If you guys are going to be in the Long Beach area or at the Long Beach Coin Show, DM us on Instagram. DM will also be in the description down below, where you can hit us up or give us a call. Let us know that you're going to be there, and we look forward to seeing you at the Long Beach Coin Expo. And we hope you have a great start to the week. All right, take care, guys, and we'll catch you on the flip.